Hey there, thank you for clicking on my video. So today, just got a lot of scrap to process. Check out this pump right here. Deep well pump. This entire thing to this point is bronze. That is awesome. So I think we'll start with that. All right. Some insulated wire. How'd you like my invisible wrench? So the nuts and washers, they're stainless. And here's our motor, but I think this will be dealt with on a different day. All right. Wow, that's on there tight. All right, enough messing around with that. Just cut it, and now it is all clean. All right, let's weigh up all of this. £10, 3 ounces. So that is about $20. Not bad at all. All right, let's see what else we can get into. All right, we got this aluminum radiator, but we need to clean off this plastic here, and it's quite simple. I just like to make a couple cuts in here. I think I'll make 2 more cuts. And now it just comes right on off. Pull this rubber gasket out of here. And now we have a clean aluminum radiator. I'm pretty sure most scrapyards will have a price for aluminum radiators, so just keep them separate from your old sheet. Although some scrapyards might just consider it old sheet, but either way, it is now clean. And as you can see, we've got some brass in here to clean up. We'll get to that in a little bit. Now I want to do this. I know that's copper. I'm not sure what's inside, but let's find out. Now I already tried to undo these screws here, and I know they're not going to come off, so we'll just cut these off. All right, piece of copper, lovely. And those are brass. I just checked it with a file. It's hard to see, but there's going to be some brass and copper in there. Well, there is what's inside. Nothing spectacular. Just a bunch of, we have some old rusty capacitors. Yeah, that was kind of wah-wah. Well, I'll get the wires cleaned off of that and salvage what I can. But yeah, I thought that would be a little bit more impressive. Oh well. We still have these to process, but before I get to those, I want to get inside of this box. I think I'll cut the bolts off on this side, and hopefully that will just release this box and I can access it from the bottom side. Oh yeah. There's some nice chunky wire in here. There's going to be some brass. That might be a piece of copper right there. And then some circuit breakers in there. Cool. Now this thing is a piece of galvanized steel. All right, let's get this thing cleaned up here. Steel. Oh boy, got ahead of myself here. I need to take off that fitting so this nut will come off. Famous last words. There we go. Nice chunk of brass. Steel. And now that is garbage. Let's see. This should all be brass. Cool, more brass. All right, let's get into one of these. Not magnetic. Let's see if that's brass. Oh yeah, that's brass. Oh, that's brass. Very good. Very, very good. Except for those washers. They're magnetic, and these look rusty, so I'm sure these are going to be magnetic. Absolutely. And let's see. That's not metal. That is. We have some screws in here to remove this metal from there. Oh, wow. That's not what I was expecting. Those are brass, though. Oh, yeah. That is not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be... I don't know if you've ever seen inside of a pressure valve, pressure gauge. That's just garbage. Well, that's a little disappointing. Oh, well, you can't win them all. But you can scrap them all. It's a nice chunk of steel, though. Wow. At least that's aluminum. Wow, there just really is not anything really worth going on after here. Well, the rest of that just goes into the shred. Well, at least we got a handful of brass. I think this one's going to be different inside. All magnetic. There we go. That's a piece of steel. That's what I was expecting. Do you fancy a snack? Okay, what do we got here? Hello. Not magnetic. That's aluminum. There's a piece of brass stuck to there. So, trim off the aluminum, and then that piece will just go into dirty brass. Tiny screws in there. Really thin. Ooh. I think that will work. That's right, recycling's gift to me has come in handy. Thank you, my friend. Perfect. You gotta love it when you got the right tool. Bada bing. Bada boom. Aluminum. The screws are not magnetic. And I see some yellow, so that's brass. Nice. Very nice. This is very chunky. Anything magnetic on here? Oop, there's a spring right there. Why you gotta do that, man? Other than that, we will cut this off. Piece of copper. Almost looks like the screws are copper. No, I think they're just brass. Now that, minus that little piece of brass, just cut that off. I'll go in brass, and then now we've got a piece of copper. Man, that's like light as a feather. That's crazy. We need to get that spring off of there. More snacks. Yeah. No big deal at all. Get that off. Magnetic. That's magnetic. And just one more once over with the magnet just to make sure that nothing sticks. And now that is a nice and clean piece of brass. That's pretty chunky. Alright, let's just blow through this real quick here and see what kind of stuff we can get. We're going to have some nice brass inside of these. Wow, I wasn't sure that was going to come out. It was rusty, but it did. All right, we got some circuit breakers here. I actually had a subscriber months and months ago ask me if I'd do a video on circuit breakers, and I've been waiting to find some. So I'll save these for a video because there are some silver contacts in here. All right, and that is copper. Sweet. So I just need to clean the rest of the screws up there, but then we got a nice clean copper bar. Piece of aluminum. And this is going to be aluminum, I believe. Yeah. That's steel. The rest of that is aluminum. And then this is galvanized steel. And that is all really nice strippable wire, but I'm going to save that for another day. So basically, we just have a bunch of these power adapters to process. Let's just see real quick. I'm not going to bore you by doing all of those. And that's all going to be brass, except for these little pieces of copper. I guess I should have unscrewed them before I clipped the wires. Oh well, you live and you learn. Or you just live and try to learn. Brassy goodness. And let's see, will this thing come apart on its own? Probably not. Have no fear, the hammer is here. More, there's the rest of that brass. There we go. And that is what's going to be inside all of them. All right, I'm going to finish processing all of these, and then I'll get back to you with a total of all of the awesome brass, basically, that we got today. So we have 4 pounds, 10 ounces of that radiator, and that is $1.80. So before we continue on, a subscriber sent me this. I'm not sure if he made it or had it made, but it's made from aluminum, and that's just really, really cool. So thank you, Ed. I really appreciate that. That is like really, really awesome of you. And we have a little bit of aluminum, 7.5 ounces for 24 cents. And then we have 13.85 ounces of copper for $2.94. And I wanted to show you something real quick. So here's a good example of why you should check your metals with a file. This looks like it's copper, but it's not. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera, but it's actually brass. And then these two pieces, they look like they're brass, but as soon as you file it, they're actually copper. So just a good example of why you should always check your metals with a file or an angle grinder. And there is all the lovely brass. Isn't that awesome? And that is 11 pounds, 14 ounces of brass for $23.75, which gives us a grand total of $28.73 from all the stuff that I just showed you. Well, that is going to conclude today's video. If you're still watching this video, thank you so much for being here. It actually helps the channel and the video tremendously. The longer you watch a video, the more YouTube loves it and they push it out to more people, leading to my channel to growing. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Right now is usually the time that I do a little prayer. I do want to just say thank you, God, for who you are and for all of your blessings. I've actually been kind of feeling a little bit down the last few months. Not really sure why. I have no reason to be down. So anyways, if you're a follower of Jesus, you wouldn't mind giving me a little prayer, a prayer of encouragement. I think that would be tremendous. So if you do that, you don't have to tell me. If you want to tell me in the comment section, that'd be great. But I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You all mean so much to me. You really do. YouTube is now basically my full-time job, and I feel just tremendously blessed. And it's thanks, to folks like you who are watching right now. Anyways, I just thank you guys. So yeah, just if you can give me a prayer, that'd be great. If not, that's totally okay as well. I do thank you for watching this video. All right, y'all. Until next time, God be with you.